are on the beach in Ventura, California, living in an RV, having a blast.
Yes, on a month-long road trip.
So we have been up and down the coast from San Diego to Ventura, Santa Barbara, and just having a wonderful time. Today's episode is about taking care of someone with bipolar. I have a bipolar type 1 condition, and I live with it every day. I take medication every day, and I see my doctors regularly.
Even on vacation, we've been Zooming doctors.
Yes, even on vacation, I've been able to take the Zoom calls and be in the camper and talk to my therapist and get the help that I need as a person moving forward. I wanted to share with you some of the ways that we utilize each other to get through the ups and the downs of the condition. It is something that we have found techniques, tools, tricks to just get you through, and hopefully they are helpful to you as well. The first thing we need to talk about before we actually touch on some of the areas that are really important is trust. Jolie and I have been together over 8 years and are enabled to trust one another when it comes to communication, when it comes to observation. Jolie can see things and tell me, and I will not get upset. I will allow her to reveal her observations, and I will try and correct what's going on in the moment as she makes those observations. So there has been an enormous amount of trust that has been built up between us in the world of communication and observation.
And when I bring things up to Michael that I'm observing, it's not in an annoying way. Not an example would be like, you're acting so bipolar right now, or something like that. I would never do anything like that. It's more of just getting Michael's undivided attention and just telling him what I'm seeing. Like, Michael, you seem like things are a little fast right now. This is not normal behavior that I'm seeing in you right now. To me, it feels like you're racing. Are you seeing any of that? What are you feeling? And it really helps Michael just stop and think about the situation versus me getting in his face or frustrated or angry. So he knows when I do utilize this opportunity, it's important that I just don't throw it out there unless it's really important. So I would say maybe just 2-3 times a year, maybe we have this conversation. It's not a lot. I have to understand that you can't be on my beck and call. That I can have an expectation that you can mow the lawn, but it doesn't have to be right now. That you need to have your process of when you can do things, because you might be struggling with something that day, or with depression or medication, or maybe there's just something else going on in your life. So a realistic expectation is that you will mow the lawn, but it doesn't have to be right now.
And has that worked out for you?
It has. There are times where I get a little frustrated, when days go by. But I also have to decide how important it is. How important is it that the lawn gets mowed right now? Yes, it looks messy, but on a scale of 1 to 10, is this going to matter 10 years from now? No, it's not. So I have to realize for myself how important what I'm asking is. And is it worth pushing Michael or pushing you?
It's important on my side that I understand that you care and understand about my limitations. There's obviously a problem that I deal with every day called manic depression, and it's something that swings up and down, and there's a lot of really good times, but there's also times when it's not as easy to get me to complete a task. Task completion is difficult. So with your understanding and my planning, I'm able to accomplish what you want because you've communicated to me what you want in a relatively timely fashion, such that we can both be in agreement that the lawn gets mowed, and it gets mowed within a couple of days. And I, make that a priority in my own world of planning that we'll talk about later.
So I want to just add to that another realistic expectation I feel that I have is that Michael will take care of himself. That he is going to be responsible for his medications, he is going to be responsible for his health care and taking care of himself. I don't want to have that job. And I feel for me it's a realistic expectation that you can take care of yourself, that I don't need to do these things. And then that's also where the trust is. I also trust that you're going to do these things. And I don't check up on you, I don't follow up, I don't set alarms, I just trust that you're going to do it.
There are times when I need help, and it's on me to ask for that help. My medication, I've been taking medication for 30 years. I make pill boxes every month and organize them daily because I take probably a dozen pills a day, and it's just easy to take them at night and it's done. It's not something that Jolie has to worry about. It's not something that I have to worry about. But if I am in a difficult place when it's time to organize those pills, then it becomes helpful to ask for some help. Whether it's just getting the bottles out or helping just kind of lay things out. It's getting a prescription from the pharmacy, whatever that is. Those kinds of things can be really helpful, but the ultimate responsibility for taking care of this illness is on my shoulders.
Right, and that's another kind of expectation I feel, or maybe it's in another category, is I don't own Michael's illness. I don't live it, eat it, breathe it. This isn't my illness, and I can't own it. I have to. It kind of almost like AA or something. I've got to let go and let God, and just realize things are out of my control, and I can do what I can do, but I can't own or control this illness. I can't own or control Michael. I just have to let go and let God, and not let this become a codependency issue.